doing, BALLE? My name is Oye Waddell. I'm the founder of Hustle Phoenix. I grew up in L.A. In L.A., most people know L.A. as Hollywood, beaches, fun, sun. The L.A. I grew up in was the inner city. In my neighborhood, there was a lot of gangs, drugs, violence. There was Bloods and Crips fighting amongst each other. There was a lot of people selling drugs, selling crack cocaine in my community, destroying the community. A lot of my friends were a part of that. They sold crack cocaine on the street. They destroyed the community. But what they were doing, they were hustling. They were trying to make a living. They were trying to create opportunities for themselves. When they were hustling, that led to a lot of negative things, and one of them was prison. There's tons and tons of African American and Latino men in prison. And why are they in prison? A lot of it is because of economic crimes. They're hustling. They're trying to make a living. America has 2.2 million people in prison. That is the largest prison population in the world. That is a 500% increase in the last 40 years from 1980 to now. This is a problem. In the prison, 60% of the people in prison are minorities, and 80% of the crimes they're committing are economic. They're not violent. They're hustling. They're trying to make a living for themselves. When this happens, when you have this disconnect where men are not in the homes and women are left to raise their children by themselves. And when you have single family homes led by women in urban communities, a lot of times it turns into poverty. Many of the women turn into poverty. What also leads to is inadequate schooling. See, the schools also go down because of poverty. Lack of education, poor resources, lack of business opportunities leads to poverty. But how do we help people in poverty? I think we help people in poverty in three ways. The first one is relief. We give things away. We give away food, clothing, and shelter. But you know what? That's very short-sighted because long-term, that's not a great solution. I think the next way we help people in poverty is social reform, looking at laws that can hurt the poor or the voiceless because there's no lobbying for poor and the voiceless. The next way that we help people in poverty is development. How do we help develop people to become economically self-sufficient? This is one of our entrepreneurs, Luis Lamas. He's an entrepreneur, and his team is helping him, developing him to become economically self-sufficient, to start his business and grow it. That's what we do at Hustle Phoenix. We help and develop people to become economically self-sufficient. Our mission is to empower men and women in urban communities with the resources they need to start businesses, to scale businesses. Why the name Hustle Phoenix? You see it on my shirt. Well, if you look at any hip hop music, if you listen to any rap music, when they use the word hustle, it means to take away from the community, to steal away, to rob, to kill. Well, we say we want to change the mindset of hustle. How do you hustle for the common good? What is a hustler? A hustler uses their God-given ability to create value by doing what they do best, always giving 110%, doing everything they can to make it. How do we do that in Hustle Phoenix? How do we train entrepreneurs? The first way is intellectual capital. Each of our entrepreneurs goes through a 9-week course that teaches them how to start a business. Everything from who's your customer to how to give a pitch about your business. The next way is social capital. We believe the difference between wealth and poverty is relationships. Wealthy people move in networks, and that's what we give to our entrepreneurs, networks. Each of our entrepreneurs receives a team, and in that team, they receive a lawyer, a person in sales, operations, marketing, risk management, a personal mentor that walks with them from 9 months to a year that really helps them start and scale their business. The next way is financial capital, money. You can't start a business without money. Hustle Phoenix has raised a fund. We're able to fund our entrepreneurs and help them start their business. And they get this money not based on their credit or assets, but based on a relationship with Hustle Phoenix. Here's Sean. She's one of our entrepreneurs. She's starting a construction company for where she employs men who have been in prison. And she's starting and growing her business. What's next for Hustle Phoenix? We are starting a movement here in Phoenix to contribute to the local economy. And eventually we'll be all over the nation hustling, training entrepreneurs and what they do best, to work hard and use their God-given ability. My name is Oye Waddell. I represent Hustle Phoenix. Let the hustlers hustle for the common good.